Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am featuring Ultra League battles with Steelix, Drifloon and the Shadow Alligator. All three Pokemon are top picks in the Ultra League and all together they make a very good team combination. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. So I'm leading with Steelix. So Steelix is the lead, Shadow Alligator as a safe switch, and our closer is Drifloon. First opponent is leading with Golisopod. So Thunderfang are doing super effective damage and we can lower their defense with the Psychic Fang. But we are going to lose the CMP tie on the Aqua Jet. That is fine. It is going to do super effective damage. In order to win this matchup, definitely we have to shield once. So I'm going to go for Psychic Fang and later his defense will be lowered. And I will shield once and just farm them down and have a energy for the second Pokemon. So he's going to throw another Aqua Jet. This time I'm going to shield, otherwise he can farm me down easily. So I shielded the Aqua Jet. Now definitely is not going to reach any charge move, and instead of throwing a charge move I will just fast move him down and let's see what is going to come up. And here comes the Virizion. So I don't have a too good answer at the back. The only answer for the Virizion is Drifloon. So I'm not going to switch. I'm going to stay here and spam out those Psychic Fang. This second Psychic Fang is going to do a more damage. They have to throw energy in order to knock me out, otherwise I am gonna reach another Psychic Fang. So they decided to go for a Sacred Sword. Now I can align my Pokemon. I have to come with Drifloon and farm up. They are going to dip into Weezing. So before dipping into our Fraligator, I want to ensure that I am going to debuff them. So they are going to throw a Brutal Swing. I can survive it. So I decided to no shield and I'm going to go for Icy Wind. After this, I'm going to dip into Shadow Alligator, and let's see, our switch timer is going to misalign, so we have to be very careful for the catch as well. And they give up the shield, which is good. And now I'm going to overfarm a lot. I'm not going to throw the charge move immediately. Sludge is going to do a neutral damage. I decided to no shield because of debuff. I can survive it better. Now I am very careful for the catch, so not going to throw Hydro Cannon immediately. They are going to throw another sludge. This is going to put me very low, and we have both one shield. And here comes the catch, so I decided to go for a Ice Beam. Ice Beam is just going to one-shot the Virizion and they do let it go. Now I think I can reach an Hydro Cannon and this looks winnable. This Hydro Cannon is going to knock out or it will grab the final shield, and later Drifloon can handle the situation very well. I'm going to dip immediately and they can throw one Brutal Swing but they cannot reach three Brutal Swing. This Brutal Swing is going to take some health, but I'm not going to invest the shield. Instead I will shield the second one, which is going to knock us out. So I'll invest the shield and I can reach an Icy Wind. The Icy Wind will be enough to knock out the Weezing and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Similarly, you have to know what matchups work in what kind of shield scenarios. So accordingly, you can win the switch. So let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. A Shadow Drapion in the lead. We can one-shot them with the Earthquake. That's why I prefer to run an Earthquake, so that we can one-shot such kind of a poison typing Pokemon or many other Pokemon which can be hard hitten. So they go for the Crunch. So I think they are not running Aqua Tail. I'm gonna go for Earthquake immediately, but I lose the CMP tie on the second Crunch. That is fine, this is not going to take my health. So I decided to no shield, and this Earthquake is going to one-shot if they are not shielding. Let's see if they are going to call it correctly. Many Steelix are running Breaking Swipe and the Psychic Fang combination, and this opponent thinks the same, and they are going to come with a ground typing, which is Swampert. I'm going to immediately dip because this time we have two good answer, Alligator and the Drifloon. So I'm going to go for Hydro Cannon immediately. He is forced to shield. He might go for the Earthquake or the Sludge. I can survive one move, so I decided to no shield and they are not dipping. So they full send the Earthquake. 90% health is gone and they are trying to catch here, and they trying to catch it on the Golisopod. Anyways, I was supposed to go for a Hydro Cannon because Ice Beam is resisted. Even the Hydro Cannon is resisted, but it's a stab move. It will do more damage. Now it's time for Steelix to get sacrificed because I don't want Drifloon getting aligned against the Golisopod and take those fast moves. I'm going to shield this Aqua Jet because I don't want Golisopod to look healthy. So I'm going to go for a Psychic Fang debuff so that later I can fast move him down. And Thunderfang are doing a lot of super effective damage. They are very low on health. I think I can farm down, but unfortunately they reach another move. So how spammy this Golisopod is. So now all we have to do is just farm this down, and they are going to dip immediately into the Swampert. So I think Golisopod is dry on energy. So I will shield this move so that I can get the debuff of Hydro Cannon. and they are running Hydro Cannon Earthquake combination. So we are going to go for Icy Wind and debuff the attack, or we will grab the final shield so that we can survive those next Hydro Cannon easily, and they are going to go for another Hydro. But as it is debuff, I can survive it better. So they go for the Hydro, and looks like I can survive one more Hydro. So I'm going to just farm him down. I'm not going to throw any charge move, and they are going to throw a Hydro Cannon. I can survive it, and now they might dip into Golisopod. I'm going to full send the Shadow Ball, and this Shadow Ball is just an overkill for the Golisopod, but that is fine. We have to go for it. And once Swampert is out, we can just do one fast move, knock them out, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has, and it's a Cresselia in the lead. It's a match between two very bulky Pokemon, and thankfully we are running Earthquake so that we can do some more damage to this very bulky Cresselia. They can go for a neutral Grass Knot because Future Sight and the Moonblast are resisted, so definitely they are going to go for Grass Knot. But here also I have to ensure that they are not catching my Earthquake on any kind of flying type or maybe a resisted Pokemon. So they are going to throw another Grass Knot. So I think I can survive two more Grass Knot and I can win this without investing any shield. So now I'm going to generate another Earthquake. I'm not going to bait. So they're going to farm up. They can reach one more Grass Knot. I think I can reach before they reach another Grass Knot. So that is fine, which is going to knock them out. So we are going to reach an Earthquake. Let's see if this is going to be enough to knock out the Cresselia. Otherwise, they might reach one more Grass Knot. So we go for an Earthquake. They survive with few HP. We were able to farm them down. That is good thing. And let's see what is going to come up. Here comes the Talonflame. I immediately dip into Shadow Fraligator, baited out this Shadow Drapion. I'm going to throw a Hydro Cannon, but before that, they threw energy. This could be a crunch, and this is going to lower the defense. No, actually, it's good for us. It didn't lower the defense. And now we have a back-to-back Hydro Cannon. I'm going to go for the first one. Sorry for that. It's not a Shadow Drapion. It's a normal Drapion. So we are going to farm up and go for second Hydro. I think this was a CMP tie, and now they are forced to shield. Otherwise, it is going to get the knockout. And yes, they do shield. And here I think I will shield because I want to grab the final shield or guarantee the knockout of the Drapion. I don't want Drapion to be aligned with my Drifloon. So I'm going to farm up and go for another Hydro, and this was also a CMP tie which Fraligator wins. So this Hydro will be enough to knock them out, and yes, it does. So they have saved a shield for their Talonflame. I'm going to immediately dip into Drifloon, and they are going to farm up energy. This could be a Fly or maybe a Brave Bird, but they cannot go for the Brave Bird and debuff them immediately. So this time they went for the Flame Charge to boost up their attack. I can debuff them, and here I'm not sure what happened. They were lagging or something. I went for the Icy Wind bait. Let's see if they are going to invest the shield. They have to, because this is their final Pokemon, and they do invest the shield. And now all I have to do is shield this move, generate up to Shadow Ball, and knock them out. So we are going to invest the shield, and this is Flame Charge, and now definitely they are not going to reach another charge move. One more Astonish, and we were able to reach a Shadow Ball. This Shadow Ball is going to be enough to knock out the Talonflame, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us, and it's a Malamar in the lead. So it's kind of a bait calling situation because sometimes they throw foul play first and then go for the superpower, and sometimes they immediately throw the superpower and then dip. So I threw the Earthquake on the CMP tie. If this is a superpower, it is going to do a lot of damage to the Malamar, but they bait me with a foul play, and at the last moment I decided to shield. That's very unfortunate. I'm going to full send the Earthquake. They have to shield, but Malamar didn't shield, and this time they will definitely go for the superpower. I cannot become shieldless, so I decided to no shield. I know I can survive one more superpower easily, so I decided to no shield and just farm him down, not going to throw any charge move. So they are going to throw another superpower which is going to get us very low, but that is fine. I can just get the farm down, and let's see what is going to come up. We have to be very careful, and here comes the ground typing Gastrodon. So we have a two good answers. So we are going to safe switch into a Shadow Fraligator. Hydro Cannon does hurt a lot. So let's see if they are going to invest the first shield. And yes, they do. And they are not dipping. So this tells me something at the back is weak to Fraligator as well. This could be a Body Slam or maybe a Earth Power. They go for the Earth Power, does a lot of damage. And hopefully I reach another Hydro. And yes, we do luckily. So this Hydro is going to do a lot of damage. or it will grab the final shield. So they decided to no shield, and now we can align our Pokemon. We can come with Drifloon, and the final Pokemon is Drapion, which is a nightmare for this Drifloon, and they are going to go for Crunch. I will shield this and I will try to nuke them. Let's see what happens. So they go for the Crunch. I'm going to store a move and go for a Icy Wind. This Icy Wind might grab the shield or it will get them bit low. Let's see. But they refuse to shield. Now I'm going to throw the Earthquake. This has to grab the shield or it will get the knockout. If they don't shield, then it will be very good for us. And here opponent tries to call, and I'm not sure what happened. He didn't shield and he's putting all his faith on Gastrodon and he just top left. So good game, we won this match. Moving towards the next opponent, let's see what the next opponent has. Weezing in the lead. So this is also a tricky lead for us because overheat can do a lot of damage and they are staying. So this tells me definitely they are running an overheat. I'm also going to go for a nuke move, which is Earthquake, and this is enough energy for an overheat. I'm not going to risk. I will shield, and correct call from my end. This was a overheat. I shielded it, and let's see if opponent makes a correct decision of shielding or not. And this Earthquake lands and they survive with few HP. This is not an overheat. This could be a sludge. I decided to no shield, and yes, it was a sludge. That's why counting is very important. After Weezing, they dip into Galarian Moltres, and I'm not sure why, because Thunderfang are doing super effective because of their flying type. I will lower their defense with the Psychic Fang so that Thunderfang does add up. So I'm going to go for another Psychic Fang and lower their defense, and this is Brave Bird. It is going to lower their defense, but I'm fine. So let's see what happens. So they go for a Brave Bird, does a decent amount of damage, but this Psychic Fang is resisted because of their dark typing. So definitely they are not going to shield even though they are debuffed. And hopefully I can get the farm down. And they are going to reach another charge move. This is just an ancient power. This is not a Brave Bird. I can survive it. So let's see what the final Pokemon is. Hopefully backline can handle it. Answer is no, because they have another dark flying, which is Bombardier. So we can go for a Psychic Fang debuff, and now they cannot clear their debuff because this is the last Pokemon. They have 2 shield. So I decided to dip into Drifloon so that I can get that guarantee debuff with the Icy Wind of their attack. So they are going to go for a Rock Tomb maybe, and we were able to survive it. Hopefully we survived the fast move, and yes, at the last moment luckily we were able to reach the Icy Wind. This is going to grab the first shield, and all I have to do is generate back to back Hydro Cannon. None of the charge move is going to one shot us from this health range, and also they are debuffed, so I confidently no shielded the move. So they go for the Rock Tomb just to lower my attack, but still Shadow Alligator is very attack weighted. So even though it's a debuff move, still this Hydro Cannon is going to one shot them, and they don't decide to shield, so we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent, and next opponent has Shadow this time, Shadow Weezing. So again we have to make our shield decision accurately, otherwise we are going to get one shot, and this is not enough for the overhit. Now I can confidently no shield, and they are running Brutal Swing and Sludge combination. This time I think I cannot go for an overkill Earthquake, they might shield. So I decided to go for a Psychic Fang, and I lose the CMP tie on another Brutal Swing, and this is going to put me a bit low. And here I missed some bubble, it was my mistake, that is fine. So we go for the Brutal Swing, and I'm going to farm up and go for another Psychic Fang. This Psychic Fang hopefully is enough because it's a super effective, and also we have lower their defense by first Psychic Fang, and they survive with 1 HP, and at the last moment they throw a Brutal Swing. That's very unfortunate, but we are fine. Hopefully this is not the same team, and this time they dip into Guzzlord, and now we have a very big problem. Hopefully I can land an Earthquake and they are not running Crunch. If this is Crunch, definitely it is going to knock us out. If it is a Brutal Swing, we can survive. It is Brutal Swing, we survive with 1 HP, and we get to land this Earthquake, which is good. They might shield here. Guzzlord is very bulky. Actually they do catch, and they catch it on the Lapras. So I decided immediately dip into Drifloon, and here I have to make a call. If this is Ice Beam, it is going to do a lot of damage, and yes it is. So unfortunately most of our health is gone, and we have a 2 shield. I saved us 2 shield for my Shadow Alligator. I'm going to full send the Shadow Ball. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately they survive with few HP, and they reach a charge move. This is Sparkling area, but we have to shield so that I can apply a debuff with the Icy Wind, and they will shield as well. So it is good, and I reach an icy wind with few HP left, and now we are going to go for it. This is going to do a super effective damage, but they do decide to shield. Now it's all up to Shadow Alligator. I'm going to full send the ice beam. I'm not going to bait in such baiting scenario. If they call the bait, then we are going to lose it. So I decided to full send the ice beam. They go for the dragon claw, and they reach another dragon claw, or maybe they are throwing brutal swing, and this time they go for a brutal swing. I'm going to do one more shadow claw, then throw my energy. Hopefully they don't shield, trying to call a bait. So we go for a ice beam, and they don't shield. They survive with 1 HP, one more shadow claw, and we were able to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Luckily they don't shield, otherwise we have lose it. So moving towards the next opponent, it's a Zygarde, a very annoying lead. So I'm going to save switch this time into Shadow Alligator immediately. And here Zygarde decide to stay, and after storing some energy, he dips into that Licky Licky. So it's very bulky Pokemon. I think I need 3 Hydro Cannon to knock him out. Hopefully I can reach it. But still they have a harder hitting move, which is Shadow Ball or maybe an Earthquake, or it could be a solar beam as well, which going to one shot us. So we reach back to back hydro cannon, and I decided to no shield so that I can get the farm down on the Steelix. And here they go for the shadow ball. I survive, and now I think I can reach a third hydro, and this hydro might grab the shield or it will get the knockout, which is good for us. So I'll go for shield advantage as they decide to shield here, and they are going to farm us down. I think Steelix can survive the earthquake as well if they are running it. So I decided to no shield, or maybe they will go for double shadow ball. So they are going to go for shadow ball. It didn't do that much, and we are going to just get the farm down with the thunder fangs. At the last moment they are going to reach another shadow ball, which is fine. Definitely we are not investing any shield, and they go for the shadow ball, and I get the farm down. Let's see if Zygarde is going to return, and here comes a mud boy, which is Gastrodon. I stored a earthquake, and then I'm going to dip into Drifloon. Gastrodon cannot do anything, and here comes the Zygarde. Zygarde has stored a lot of energy previously. This could be an outrage or maybe an crunch. I decided to shield, and they bait me with the bulldoze. That is very unfortunate. I'm going to debuff their attack with the icy wind, and also I'm going to do double super effective damage on them, but they do decide to shield here. Now I can reach another icy wind before they reach any charge move. So this icy wind is going to do double super effective damage, and let's see. I have to shield the final move as well because I don't want Steelix to face Gastrodon. So I'm going to invest my final shield as well, and I'm going to just get the farm down. And again they go for bulldoze. That's very annoying, and hopefully I get the farm down. Unfortunately at the last moment they do reach a charge move. Hopefully this is another bulldoze, and yes it is. Luckily it was a bulldoze, and again I get a defense drop. I go for a icy wind so that whatever charge move they are going to throw, maybe they will go for a earth power to do more damage. But before that I'm going to debuff them with the icy wind, and they are going to stay. I'll force them to dump some energy before dipping into our Steelix so that earthquake does more damage. They go for earth power. Still my Drifloon survives, and I'm going to get the snipe. So I'll go for earthquake. Hopefully it is enough, otherwise I have to reach another charge move. It was not enough, and now I have to make it to the psychic fang, and at the last moment this is body slam. It is not going to be enough to knock us out. So they go for the body slam, but we have a charge move loaded, which is psychic fang, and this psychic fang is going to be enough to knock them out, and we are going to secure the win. So good game. Despite being tough lead and the tough swap, we were able to manage it and secure the win. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel and share with your power friend. I'll catch you all in the next video. Till the time, take care trainers. Have a good day. Bye.